be able to have something to say all the time, and you'll be saying the right thing, and so our ability to be able to, you're hearing something, you're thinking something, and speaking it. Sometimes that is the pressure, where therefore the how, you don't think about the how. You just say it anyhow, because of the moment. But we need to recognize that if we allow ourselves to be calm and use the power of a pause, where you don't have to give an immediate answer. And when you have that pause, it gives you your ability to reconstruct the words, the choice of words, the style that you use, everything about what you want to communicate.
Where do you think, if you're asking the question, who am I, where do you think the greater wisdom will come? From here, which has been programmed from other people trying to tell you who you are, or from here? You tell me. Where will you get the information that's deeper in wisdom? Yeah, yeah. But the problem is, in the world today, in your world today, in my world today, is that everyone is stuck up here. You're trying to find your answers from what you know, and you can't find it. And you know deep down there's something wrong. You know deep down there's a better way. You know deep down that there's this, it doesn't have to be this way. But this is just the way it is, that mind tells you. And pretty soon this will tell you, and you'll decide, okay, that's just Kenya. That's just the way it is. That's just my life. Just suck it up, soldier on. Exist today, exist tomorrow, maybe something better will happen. And you keep working and working and working harder and harder to get that joy that you want, and it doesn't come. Because it's all up here.
David is a special man. The wisdom that guy has, I can only keep it as a dream, yeah? I would want, someday probably I'll be like him. I'd want to lead in the way that he does. He's very attentive, he listens, he's accommodating, and he's very cool and calm and laid back. And anytime you talk to him, it's like everything is okay. You just want to try and implement what he tells you to actually do, and see what happens. So I'm looking forward to listen more attentively to my team. And I'm also looking forward to lead with love, that he gave us we only lead or do things from two principles, I would say, that is love or fear. And I can look back and identify some areas that I've led with fear, mainly because I am a red from our 4D clarity, and I always want results. So when you want results so much and you're not concerned about the process, you will sometimes tend to lead from fear and not love. So I want to see how leading from a perspective of love will be with my team.
But when you start asking yourself, why do I need to stop this? What is it costing you? Is it your career? Is it business? Is it friends? Is it family? What is the price you're paying? And use this exercise to always reflect and carry it back to your workplace. I think it's very impactful when you have a team and you ask the team, what should we start, stop, continue? And you get a chance to hold each other accountable.
So after all the inspiration from yesterday and this morning, and all the wisdom from David, I hope I also can bring you something. It will be a little bit lighter. We're going to work on our creativity. And actually we're going back to the days we were at school. Who of you used to draw when he or she was young?
Looking for innovation and long term. That's what PMC is all about. The sustainability of the things that we adopt. And so maybe you want to use Martin's techniques of drawing. All these things that I'm saying. I started here,
and then I picked on that, and then I picked on that, so that when you look at your own picture, you can put words to it. Because sometimes when we put words, we get lost in the words. So use every skill and technique that you have learned throughout the program and create a story. We've done many things since Manika, since USIU, but we are asking you to wrap all that in just 5 minutes. Now, what we did yesterday, we said people buy you before they buy your story. And so don't get lost in the trying to make sure that I said all the 10 points. We want to feel you. We want to look like you really understand this, and if anybody questions you, you are able to take on challenge without losing your mind about it. Are we together? So we want to see your personality in it. We want to see you really own and possess that story, because at the end of the day, it really will be your initiative. And so we want to check into how can we show up every day very deliberately, and you're feeling proud of, I am better than I was yesterday. Matters not about anybody else, but I am better than I was yesterday. And I'm sure by now you have appreciated that we are all uniquely made, isn't it? There's no one who is better than you. You're unique. What is that uniqueness that people would connect to? So what's your identity? Because sometimes we are in the whirlwind of work and you are actually operating in another person's uniqueness, another person's brand, and we lose ourselves. People buy you before they buy your product, isn't it? Yeah. And this is what we want to bring out. Who are you? When you show up, do people say, I think I want to pay attention? Or is it a question of dismiss? This is something that we must consistently think about.
So fear is what holds each and every one of you back. And if you put fear aside, you can do anything. The possibilities are endless. So that's what I want you to walk away from here. When you start to implement, fear will be your barrier, but now you need to take that barrier out. Okay? Otherwise, I wish you all safe journey as you go back. As you're in your flights, take some time to reflect on what you've learned and what those days mean to you, and implement. Enjoy.
Mind challenge is really learning to get away from your mind and into your heart, and then learning how to connect from that to your mind. So the Great Mind Challenge is a whole different way of thinking. But what I thought I would just close with you is what you've learned and what you're continuing to learn from the GMC process is you have a project, okay, but what you've learned are so many incredible techniques and values of how to make something work. But in essence, what you've learned is you've learned, I hope, to realize that the energy that you put out in whatever you do, if it comes from here, it will be positive energy, and good things will happen. Maybe not the way that you expect, maybe not when you want it or when you think it will be, but it will happen.
I feel more confident in the ideas I have. I feel more confident in the project that I wanted to do. And even after the highlight weekend at Diani, like it's shown me that it has potential, because I got a positive response from it. And like I'm so grateful for like all things I'm learning at GMC. I'm learning how to be able to create a project that's going to be impactful long term. And I'm grateful for these tools, because it's something that I didn't even know that I needed, but it's It's amazing. David, David, his session was quite insightful, and I got to realize that most times we are stuck in our minds, and like when you're stuck in your mind, you are just living out the life that you've been taught to live by other people. But when you truly listen to your heart, that's who you are. Like, listen to your soul, or like the inner gut feeling. So it got me to be able to trust my gut more, and to believe in what my gut tells me, that that's the correct path to follow in life. And then also I learned that don't stress too much about tomorrow or the past. Just live in the present, because that's all you have and that's all you can influence. So just choose how to show up. So I love that, and that empowered me to choose to appear in a good way every day. Is the power of coaching, or like the power of having somebody guide you through your thoughts, because it shows you the errors in your thinking. It shows you even how to frame what you're thinking in a better way. And I think people don't realize how powerful that can be, and that to create innovation, you need to have people who believe in themselves and believe in their own ideas. So I think that's the biggest thing that you get from GMC. You believe in who you are, you believe in your ideas, and they also give you tools on how to implement these ideas that you're thinking of. So yes, I think GMC is a must-have for any company that truly wants to be innovative and truly wants to develop their people.
My name is Stephen Mushiri, and the main takeaway from the GMC challenge is it made me feel more action-oriented, not to be afraid of what I dream, and just have no limits, and just do it.
My name is Liz. It's my first time participating at GMC. At first, I didn't know what the program was all about, but having experienced it, I am amazed, and I would love I think everyone I know to participate in the program. They will definitely take back something home that will help them either in their own businesses as entrepreneurs, in their work environments, and also build them on a personal level.